Greetings, friends. This is Elizabeth Schermer with an intuitive reading for the Chinese New Year, which occurred yesterday, February 5th. And this intuitive reading is for the launch of the Year of the Pig. And I drew these cards in alignment with the Aquarius new moon, which always occurs at the time of the Chinese New Year. So the Chinese New Year is timed with the energy of Aquarius. And the card in tarot for Aquarius is the star. And the star, the aspect that's aligned with Aquarius has to do with our ability to draw down the light and then share that light and express that light and offer that light to the world. Aquarian energy is about expanded consciousness, expanded realization, expanded awareness, new insights, new clarity, new understanding about how each of us as individuals connects to the larger whole and how we can continue to expand and grow so that we become part of something greater. And the new Aquarian age is all about this. It's all about creating a world, a new world, building a new world, stepping into a new world where we each receive new insights on how we can contribute to become part of something larger. So there's no accident that the Chinese New Year is timed with this energy, because this is a point every year when we expand into a new sense of inspiration about what's possible and how we can connect as individuals to community and how we can become part of community at a new level. So the Year of the Pig is the new year in the Chinese calendar. What I'm going to talk about today and the spread I drew is with the intention of specific practical advice for launching this year. This isn't a reading for the whole year. This is a reading for and a message for now, for today, and the coming month, especially the first half of this month, to help us step into this shift and into this new momentum. So the overall signature of this point in our year, and we don't all celebrate this as New Year, but for everyone, this is a significant shift. And the shift is a quality of new inspiration about what's possible and how we can become part of something larger, how we can step into community and creation, co-creation in a new way. So the spread behind me is the spread I pulled, and it is, of course, very much in alignment with the energies for the coming year. What I'm going to focus on today is practical advice for right now. So the card in the middle, the Queen of Swords, is a strong signature that is related to Aquarius, because Aquarius is the energy of air. The swords, suit of swords, is the energy of air. The Queen of Swords is committed to showing up with a new quality of mastery and a new level of confidence and assurance in the ability to be present in mind and heart. And she's known as the ideal administrator because she's able to make decisions from her heart. And this is a significator of the energy that we're bringing forward from the full moon eclipse a couple of weeks ago, of the merging and connection between mind and heart. And the Queen of Swords is the card perhaps best of all the cards in the deck that represent this. So it's one of the practices of the Queen of Swords is the willingness to strip away our masks, to strip away our personas, to be vulnerable in the truth of who we are, which is very much an Aquarian signature. To be willing to show up and not to have to hide ourselves anymore. It's also a willingness to show up for the truth we see in others, to reflect the truth we see in others, to speak truth with kindness and compassion. So, a new connection and willingness to see the truth with clarity in order to be fully present. The card in the position of circumstances is really significant for the coming year, and it's the card of bliss, the Two of Cups, happiness. This is a very strong message to show up for what has heart and meaning in your life. So be willing to see. Be willing to see the truth and speak the truth from compassion to yourself and others. And then you get to choose how you will approach your circumstances and what you will show up for. And so, in every challenge, in every situation, there are going to be new opportunities this year to experience love, to experience healing, and to experience wholeness by being available for the best of what is possible. So at this point in our new cycle and in our new year, hold curiosity about what it means to choose love, to choose to show up for the best. If something doesn't feel good, then there's some quality of misalignment. And so there's a way in which when something doesn't feel right or feel congruent, that we can step back and get new insights and new awareness and new understanding of how we can respond more from a place of wholeness to whatever is happening. Doesn't mean that everything goes perfectly, because part of the gift of the Queen of Swords is to let go of our preconceptions of what's right and wrong, to release judgment so that we can be fully available to the truth of what is. That's what the Queen does when she tears away the masks and personas. It's the willingness to be truly available and to see with fresh eyes in every moment what is present, and then to choose to respond from love, which is a strong heart, not surrender, and not a quality of giving in or victimhood. It's being strong in the moment, to choose love and to choose to show up. So very, really amazing signature here. There's a quality of blessing to this year that's emphasized by the card in the position of spirit, which is the priestess. And so the priestess is saying, when we commit to showing up, we have an ability right now to draw down the light, to live in the light, to live in balance, and to live in trust. And when we are out of alignment, when something doesn't feel good, when we are not able to easily access love and bliss in the moment and compassion, it's a reminder to ask for help, because when we don't feel that, it means we're out of alignment. And on Tree of Life, the priestess rules the vertical column of our connection to our higher self. And it's this connection to higher self that brings in the cornucopia of the Garden of Eden at our feet. So this year is very much about bringing forward our tools, bringing forward the gifts of the past, and bringing forward our practices so that we can use them now. I'm thinking of this coming year in terms of one of the qualities of the Earth Pig is practical magic, and the ability to experience the magic and the treasure of every moment in our life. And so the priestess is here to remind you that you do have in every moment the opportunity to return to your own alignment, to your own connection, to your guidance and the truth that lies within, so that you can then connect through authentic relationship, which are all the grids around her, with your circumstances. So this is a powerful spread indicating that we're stepping into a signature of harmony right now, and it has to do with us connecting with new clarity and being willing to dream our visions, to speak to our visions, and connect with others. It's a year of community, a year of joining together, a year of expanding what we have worked so hard to build up until now. And then there's an exclamation point for practical advice at the end of this. At the end of the spread, I drew a fourth card, and it's the Princess of Swords. So the princess is an exclamation point to the Queen of Swords, because the princess has determination and a fierce willingness to release whatever from the past is holding her back, so that she can step into something more brilliant and more beautiful than she has known before. And the princesses, one of their specific gifts is to burn through, and one of her specific gifts is to burn through personal patterns of moodiness and of lethargy, so that she can follow through on her own commitments and follow through on what inspires her, which is the sword of inspiration. She's rising up out of an altar of the past, and the altar is crumbling. So there's a powerful signature and symbol here of a willingness to let go of our old altars, meaning the old anything that we once held sacred that is now outdated. It doesn't mean that you have to let go of everything. In fact, this is a year of new beginnings and building, but it just means that you will have new clarity about what parts of the past you don't need to be held by anymore. So there will be some catharsis in the next few weeks and some clearing and letting go, but the indicators in the astrology chart are that this will be a natural process, and there will be an inspiration that fuels you and an energy that fuels you. And so be willing to see with clear eyes, be willing to show up for the truth of who you are, the Queen of Swords and the Star. Be willing to radiate your essence and then reflect to others the truth of who they are. That's another gift of the Queen of Swords, is her ability to see the truth in others and to speak to that truth and help others elevate. We had a really special circle last night in Mystery School to celebrate the Chinese New Year, and we were talking about this year how we're going to help each other understand and step into our superpowers by speaking to the truth of who we are and helping each other understand and see the gifts that we bring so that we can continue to develop those gifts and continue to expand and continue to build momentum in our lives and do it together, which is filled with joy and creativity. And this is going to be a year of abundance and health and well-being. Now, there are lots and lots of qualities of the pig year. What I wanted to do today is anchor some practical advice for this shift. And every year, for the last several years, I've offered a special evening talk at this time of the year with some expanded details and a lot more information about the coming year. And so those Year of the Pig talks are happening next Tuesday in Seattle, next Tuesday, February 12th, and the following Thursday, February 21st. So you can sign up for one of those talks if you go to alchemymysteryschool.com. I'd love to see you there. If you live out of the area, the talks will be available via download off the website in a couple of weeks. So happy New Year and happy practical steps this month towards stepping into new possibilities and new beginnings. It's a year of fresh start and a year of really great unlimited possibility. So thanks for sharing the new moon message, and I hope to see you soon. This is Elizabeth Schermer with the New Year message and the Aquarian new moon for 2019.